I downed a guy. Welcome to the Roundup, episode 19, where we corral all the freshest news stories and bring it to you live every Thursday at 5 p.m. from downtown Canada. This week, we have Rambo and John McClane coming to Warzone, WB games being up for sale again, PS5 shortages that might continue into 2022. Imagine not getting a PS5 for another year and a half. That's ridiculous. And much more. Thank you for the click, and I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 5 p.m. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Cole_Greg41 and enjoy the video. So obviously Call of Duty it's the biggest game out right now. It's like there's not many multiplayer games competing with it. Fortnite's kind of competing with it, but Fortnite's also like mostly for kids. So there isn't really an adult game out there or a game for teenagers or people, older age that want to play something a little more serious, style Call of Duty. So right now Call of Duties are, our hope. It's like the only thing that we can actually rely on in terms of multiplayer gaming, and even with single player games, there's not many single player games out there right now. Resident Evil 8 came out recently, but I've heard it didn't get really that great in terms of reviews, so not many people are playing that. But in terms of multiplayer, there's not really that much out until this fall. This fall, we're going to have Battlefield 6, we're going to have Halo Infinite, we're going to have all these games, and I guarantee you, all these games are going to have, sorry, my phone now, all these games are going to have a Battle Royale, 100%, because I think everybody's seen how big Battle Royales can be, and they're definitely going to invest in it. So, but this is pretty big news. So I've been, obviously, the new map, it's not really new, it's old, but it's got new parts to it. I was hoping for a brand new map, but like just something that they created recently, like nothing like no remake or remaster, or just redesign, just something brand new. But unfortunately, we didn't get that. But we're getting something cool and decent. So let's check this out. Activision has confirmed some new points of interest coming to Call of Duty Warzone map this week as part of Season 3's Reloaded update and the 80's action movie hero event. This is really cool. So here, from May 20th, Nakatomi Plaza from Die Hard will appear in downtown for a limited time. Come on, keep it there, bro. This is the tallest single structure seen in Warzone and includes 5 floors of space Die Hard fans will find familiar. Die Hard, an amazing movie, honestly. And that's where Nakatomi Plaza is from. So let's check out this trailer quickly. Got Rambo coming too. Going through crawl spaces.
80's action heroes. In the capital of war, where there are no limits. Only action. Some heroes die hard.
They even got the explosion at the end of Die Hard.
Right now.
Others draw first blood.
I'm coming to get you.
I gotta get that skin.
Summer.
No, I gotta get the John McClane skin. I know when that comes out.
Don't forget your shoes. And scream, yippee-ki-yay! Call of Duty is #1. With a mullet, business in the front, badass all around.
If they're gonna do stuff like this, it's gonna be really cool.
You're welcome.
May 20th, so starting tomorrow. Wait, is it today? Oh shit, I thought it was May 19th. So there must have been an update for Call of Duty. So I'm excited to jump in. Check out Nakatomi Plaza. So Nakatomi Plaza replaces Broadcast Tower and the surrounding blocks in downtown Southern District. It houses multiple optional missions, including exploring the tower for supply boxes, defusing C4 on the roof, and even interrupting an arms deal. There's also an objective to crack the Nakatomi Plaza vault and escape with its riches. Expect loads of players to be looking for the keys to the vault. Okay. Another viewpoint and interest is survival camps around Verdansk. Campsites have been converted into survival camps as homage to Rambo First Blood Part 2. There are 10 camps across the map. You will find them. You may find loadout items or the dog tags of soldiers who fell before you. Activision said collect enough for a significant reward. The third and final new point is a CIA outpost. One of the hangars, one of the aircraft hangars in Verdansk, northwest sector, has been converted into a makeshift CIA outpost. It means to be, it's meant to be a home base for agents tracking down Rambo. Here is the official blurb on the CIA post. Apparently, these field operators also are searching for any identification of fallen soldiers and may bring in some air reinforcements should enough of them be collected for extraction. Maybe this can be used to stage an ambush that only a true guerrilla warfare expert could handle. So all this ties into this week's release of Rambo and John McClane premium DLC operators, of course. Damn, I'm getting the John McClane one. It's gotta be cool. It's gotta be super dope. Rambo is available today. Obviously, the Black Ops Cold War Warzone store, 5 a.m. UK time, 20th, 5 a.m. UK time, June 19th. The bundle includes Rambo's operators' 2 finishing moves, including one using his signature bow and arrow, 3 legendary blueprints, an assault rifle, LMG knife blueprint, legendary calling card, and emblem. This is an epic watch and charm. Okay. So what kind of assault rifle is that? An AK-47? I think AK-47. The John McClane one. Okay, so that's coming out later because in the trailer you didn't see John McClane there. So it's available via the Die Hard bundle during the same time frame. This bundle includes the John McClane operator, finishing moves, 3 legendary weapons, blueprints, 1 tactical rifle, 2 SMGs, 1 assault rifle, a legendary calling card, an emblem, and epic watch charm. Okay. Activision has made a point of saying Rambo and McClane are brand new Call of Duty operators, not skins. For previously purchased operators, Activision has yet to say how much they will cost. This is a new limited time mode for Warzone to go along with its called Power Grab. We'll see 100 players across select squad sizes in Battle Royale with starting circle collapsing. That's a small, traditional Battle Royale. 100 people is not that bad. Circle collapse have 5 stages. There's no gulag to escape from upon death. Okay, so there's no gulag. I don't know if I like that. So yeah, we had a bunch of cool stuff. Season 3 Reloaded. So I didn't even realize we got to that midway point of the season already. That was pretty quick. So we're just halfway to the next season, which hopefully we'll add some more stuff. But this is pretty cool though. I don't mind these updates are pretty cool. Like the idea of like the game is set in the 80s, right? Why not have 80s characters inside the game? That's what World Combat did. World Combat added a bunch of 80s action heroes. I'm guessing the licensing fees are probably not that expensive to get them to do that. So, but yeah, this is pretty cool. I can't wait. Honestly, I thought it was coming out tomorrow, but it's actually today. And I'm pretty sure my computer updated. Let me just check my Black Ops Cold War. I hope it updated. Yeah, I did update. Okay, good. Okay, there's an Overwatch update. Alright, thank God it updated. Okay, so on to the next news story. Okay, WB begins breaking. WB Games broken up due to AT&T and Discovery merger. Okay. So I don't know if you guys remember last year. There were rumors that Microsoft might buy WB Games, and they were on the market. But then eventually, they decided that they were not going to sell. But now apparently there was a deal that was struck with a different company. So let's look at this. AT&T has struck a $43 billion deal with Discovery to unload its content divisions to create a new spin-off company, with Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment included with the merger. It seems that the studio that make up the games division will be split in some fashion. It is still unclear specifically where studios will end up, but the rep told Axios writer Sarah Fisher some studios will remain with AT&T, while others will move on to the new company. This is according to a tweet by Axios Steven Totelo. Oh, I remember Steven Totelo. That's where he's doing. That's where he is now. He's part of Axios. I've never heard of that company. Okay. Let's see. Some of the gaming arm will stay with AT&T, and some will go with the new company. Who keeps the rights to all the WB properties? That's the most important thing. Like, the studios are important as well, but like, if you can get rights to those properties, like, you can make a lot of money. Just get some decent studios coming up and make games. That's all you really need to do. It seems that the deal between the two companies came out of the blue. Yeah, it did come out of the blue. I did not expect that. Chief executive of Warner Media, Jason Kilar, I think you pronounce the name, has met with the legal team to discuss his separation from the company, as he only became aware of the merger just recently. That's crazy. WB Interactive Entertainment is made up of 11 studios. Oh, that's 11. That's a pretty decent size team, which includes Avalanche Studios. So the guys who made Avalanche, they made Just Cause and stuff like that. Then we have Just Cause, and they also made Mad Max. They made Mad Max recently as well. Monolith Productions, the guys who make Middle Earth, like the Lord of the Rings games, which are very underrated in my opinion. They're some of the best like action adventure games you can play. Was it Shadow War, and what was the other one? I forget the name. Battle for Middle Earth. Yeah, I think those are the two games. They're really, really nicely done. If you want to play like an Assassin's Creed open world action adventure game, definitely check them out. They're probably good. They're probably on sale on any, because like the last game came out 2018 I think. So it's been a while. I wouldn't be surprised if they announce a new Middle Earth game. I would not be surprised because it has been a while since one has come out. So what else studios did they say? Monolith, NetherRealm, those guys who make Mortal Kombat. Portkey Games, I don't know who that is. Rocksteady are the guys who made the Batman games. TT Games, I don't know who that is. WB Games Boston, probably a supplementary studio. WB Montreal, that's the team that made the Batman prequel. I forget what it was called, the name of it. It was like before the Batman trilogy. And also I think they're working on that game. I think they're not working on the Suicide Squad game. They're working on a Batman game, but without Batman. I think it's like, I forget the name of it. They're working on WB Games New York, WB Games San Diego. Okay, so they have a decent amount of teams. Like honestly, Sony or Microsoft could easily swoop in and grab these teams, but I think they grab the teams, but probably can't grab the property because the property is worth a lot. Let's see what else they're talking about. The entertainment giant Warner Media is responsible for incredible popular franchises such as Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones. They own Game of Thrones. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Harry Potter. So they just have the fantasy section. Like they have all the best fantasy stuff. Like they have it all. They bought all that stuff. And many of the DC Entertainment heroes and love. It also operates operator of the streamer HBO Max. Does WB own HBO? I'm not too sure. I thought HBO was his own thing, but WB might be the company. It might be like a parent company, but I'll have to look into that. But WB Interactive Entertainment has aided in the release and production of some major critically acclaimed video games titles in the recent years. Mortal Kombat 11, Hitman. Oh, Hitman is also. They must have published the game because I didn't see IO and Interactive in there. Yeah, they must have just published Hitman. Injustice 2, which is the same guys who make NetherRealm games. They make a DC version, and they make Mortal Kombat right after. Middle Earth Shadow War. It's a great game. Current projects in the works include Gotham Knights. That's the one that WB Montreal is working on. Hogwarts Legacy, Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. That's being worked on. What was that one? Where are you? Rocksteady Games, yes. And then also make the Lego Skywalker Saga and all that stuff. So yeah, here's a tweet from Steven Totilo. He used to work at Kotaku, I think. He used to work on a really famous video game video game media company. WB is getting broken up, and somehow due to AT&T Warner Media Discovery sales merger, some of the gaming arm will stay with AT&T, and some will go to the new company. No further info. WB lists 11 game studios and all kinds of IP. I don't know. I think they could sell the studios. I don't know if they'll sell the IP. Honestly, the IP is probably worth way more than the studios. They could probably make money just licensing. Like, let's say if they sell off the studios, but they keep the IP. But every time, let's say Xbox or EA or Sony wants to make a Batman game, they have to go to them to buy the license, and they'll probably make more money off that. Just doing little bits of licensing, because I don't think they're that interested in like making their own games in house anymore. Because it's just I don't think it makes sense, like money wise, to do that. Because games take so much time to like produce, and it takes so long to come out. So I'm guessing that just like movies are easy. Movies it's a year of production usually, and then you can just put it out. But games, yeah, they take their take a long time just to produce. So I just think they might have not known the production time of making games, which is a lot longer. All right, on to the next news story. Expect PlayStation 5 storage shortages till 2022. Sony confirms. That's crazy to think about. Many gamers have been expressing concerns about the shortage of PS5 consoles. Sony confirms that there's a shortage of supply. My friend just recently got one, and yeah, he was pissed off at how long it took. He was really pissed off that it took him like he's been trying to get it since it launched, and it wasn't until like May that he finally was able to find one, because these bots keep buying like 100 PS5s as soon as new stock comes in, so it sucks. A few weeks back, we expressed concerns along with other gamers and consumers on the shortage of the PS5 console. When the PS5 went on sale this year, it completely sold out within 5 hours. That's a little too long, in my opinion. Let me see. Many consumers have since monitored the online sales portals for consoles to come back in stock for sales. On a few rare occasions, the PS5 console was in stock, available for purchase, but quickly went out of stock. Yeah, so most people deal with. Gamers started a forum, expressed concerns about the shortage, and hoped that Sony would address their concerns. And Sony did address their concerns, as the shortage is also a big pain point for Sony. In their latest financial briefing, Sony announced that they had only sold 7.8 million units by March 2021. However, they aim for an additional 14.8 million units before the end of the year. That's gonna be hard, man. It's like, especially with, honestly, I think if COVID ever dies down, which I hope it does by the end of this year, because a lot of people are getting vaccinated. So I think it might die down by the end of this year. So hopefully by this fall we'll get a lot of consoles, because I want to get one eventually, but I obviously want to get one when there's good games out, to play on there. Right now there's nothing that I really want to play, but plus waiting, just like trying to get it online is just ridiculous, man. I want to get to a point where I can go into a store and just buy it, honestly. Usually that takes up until like fall of 2021 or the year after it's been launched. But it seems like by this article, they're saying that it might be longer. It might be like 2022. Let's keep reading the article. So I agree that there has been unprecedented rise in the demand for online games and their PS5 during the pandemic, and they are not able to keep up with the need of this demand due to production issues. Sony has pointed out that the main reason for the delay in the production of the PlayStation 5 console is the shortage of the smaller components required for PS5. Sony aims to, I think their SSD is like it's custom. It's like made custom, and like to get those specific parts are kind of hard to get, and I forget what it's called. It's the control bay. It's not just like a regular SSD. It's not like a regular M.2 or regular just like a 3.5 inch SSD. It's like a specific one made for the PS5. So it's very tough to. I'm assuming that's the tiny part that they're saying is hard to get by. Sony aims to address this issue at the earliest, the ramp up production to meet with the market demands. Irrespective of the efforts to meet the market demands, Sony points out that the shortage of the PS5 consoles might continue through 2021 to 2022. Other manufacturers are set to gain much because Sony supply issues. Because of Sony's supply issues, the Sony PlayStation 4 also continues to be in demand and has sold over 116 million units, which is crazy. That is, I think, now the second best-selling PlayStation console of all time. So the PS2 sold the most. That was like 150 million, I think. And then, yeah, it was PS4 116. And then it was PS1 with 100 million. And then PS3, which sold 80 million. So almost every console has almost sold 100 million consoles. It's crazy to think about. Like, if it wasn't for PlayStation, I don't think Sony would be around, honestly. I think Sony would have gone down under. It's like probably their biggest brand and their biggest in terms of revenue. Okay, let's go on to that was the last one, right? Yeah, that was last. On to the next news story. Xbox and Bethesda are planning to host a joint conference in a few weeks. Microsoft says COVID has slowed down production of new games, as journalists claim Starfield is nowhere near done. That's interesting. Because there are rumors that Starfield might be coming out this year. Xbox and Bethesda Softworks will hold a joint conference this summer to introduce players. That is interesting. I thought because Bethesda Game Studios itself is 8 studios, right? And then you have 15 with Microsoft. So you think they would have split? I know it's the same. It's still under the same branch of Xbox Game Studios, but you think they would have split it up a little bit because it's kind of tough to have like an hour and a half show with that many games and that many studios going on. So there's that much information, like, in general going on. Let's see. So Matt Booty, who heads up Xbox Game Studios, reportedly told French publication Le Figaro paywall. Oh, okay. The paywall. That's an interesting name for a team. That the event would take place in a few weeks, suggesting a mid-June timeframe coinciding with Summer Game Fest at E3 2021. Booty also told journalist Chloe Voiter, I don't know how to say that name, Voiter, who wrote the article, that there was a COVID impact on the production of Xbox Game Studios titles, which slowed down production and mostly impacted original games rather than sequels. Well, sequels are a little bit easier to work on. He also reportedly said that Microsoft doesn't want its studios to create games based simply on what might work best on Xbox Game Pass. Asked if further acquisitions were on the cards for Xbox Game Studios, Booty said that he couldn't share anything. Microsoft announced in March that it had officially completed an acquisition for ZeniMax Media, the parent company of Bethesda, for $7.5 billion, which was probably the biggest news story in all of last year. The move saw Xbox Game Studios grow from 15 to 23. In addition to Bethesda Game Studios, id Software, ZeniMax Online, Arcane, Machine Games. I talk a little too fast sometimes. Tango Gameworks, Alpha Dog, and Roundhouse. Following the news, Xbox boss Phil Spencer said delivering exclusive games for the platform that support Xbox Game Pass was a primary reason Microsoft had acquired ZeniMax. Yeah, like, who's going to spend that much money for it not to be exclusive? Imagine that, $7.5 billion. Some companies aren't even worth $7.5 billion. It's insane. Microsoft has also added a number of additional Bethesda titles to Xbox Game Pass, including Dishonored, Definitive Edition, and Prey, taking the stars to 20. This is a French one. Let's go. Asked during an Xbox Bethesda Roundtable event in March, when consumers would get some information on what companies have been working on together, Bethesda's global marketing and communications VP Aaron Losey said, "We'll have something in the summer." It was recently claimed that Starfield is the next big RPG from the Elder Scrolls maker Bethesda, and is likely to be shown off in June. It's gotta be, man. It's been 6 years since Fallout 4 came out, so something has to be shown with this game. June ahead of the planned release date for 2022. I don't know if it's planned. I honestly, some people are saying that it might be pushed again, but man, they've had a lot of time to work on that game. Released 2022 exclusively on Xbox and PC. Bloomberg reported that Jason Schreier also claimed on Wednesday that Starfield will appear at E3. Although he suggested that the game is nowhere near done, citing people said to the familiar with its development. Damn. Rumors like this keep floating around, but Starfield is nowhere near done. According to several people familiar with the development, it'll be at E3. The planned release date, I've heard, is way later than most expected. Sharing this so that folks keep their expectations in check. Yeah, so I guess it's not coming out this year. I don't know, we'll see. Because I was hearing that was a rumor that it would be like a 3-prong attack: Halo Infinite, Starfield, and Forza 5. And Forza 5, like those rumors keep popping up for Forza 5, but I don't know. It's been 3 years since was it Forza 4 came out? Yeah, Forza Horizon 4 came out. So we might it's that might be enough time, but they're also working on Fable. They do have two teams, so you never know. They might be done for. They might have Forza 5 finished for this year, but we'll have to see. On to the next news story. This is a pretty cool one. I hope this happens someday. This would be really. I would love this. Epic wanted Sony's PlayStation PC games to PlayStation's PC games to compete with Steam's documents shown. So Epic's confidential documents revealed how it competes with Steam. Epic Games has been trying to convince Sony and Microsoft and other publishers to bring their titles to the Epic Game Store, and is willing to spend millions to do so. A 222-page confidential document filed as part of Epic versus Apple trial reveals a broad effort to compete with Steam during 2020 with free games. Oh yeah, I think NBA 2K21 is free on Epic Games right now. So if you want to play some basketball games, definitely check out Epic Game Store. They also gave out Grand Theft Auto 5 for free. So I've never really bought that much. Actually, I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 on the Epic Game Store, but that's the only game. But I will check in periodically to see what free games they're offering. So they have to find a way to compete with the Steam Store somehow. Fortnite promotion and more. The document is originally created in 2020, and was published then quickly and deleted last week. Okay. The document also shows that Epic offered Sony $200 million for at least 4 first-party PlayStation games last year, ahead of the bigger push to Sony to bring more of its PlayStation games to PC. Come on, Sony, man. Come on. Honestly, like, if Sony comes out with every exclusive day one to PC, I will never buy another console ever again. I will stay on PC. But that's just me. I don't know if most people do that. Like, would you buy another PlayStation if all Sony PlayStation 5 games are going to be on PC? I think all the PC guys won't. That's for sure. Let's see. Probably the documents. $200 million. That seems for four first party games. So $50 million per game. I just want to play God of War, just like the OG, the 2018 God of War. Just put that on PC already. Anybody who wanted to play that on PS4 and PS5 have already played it. So just let us PC guys play that game at least. Come on. They've already come out with Days Gone. They've come out with what's the other game? Horizon. Yeah, Horizon. I forget the name of it. Horizon something. And also, what else did they come out with? The Kojima game. Why am I blanking on the Kojima game? Death Stranding. There you go. That's what it's called. PlayStation games look good. PC Gamer first reported on parts of the document last week. After Reset Era forum thread detailed one of the slides. We have confirmed that the document is real and it contains lots of details around Epic's efforts to improve its game store and compete with Steam. Content, Sony first party IPs, 4 to 6 titles, awaiting feedback, opening conversation. So Microsoft, I don't think Microsoft's gonna put. Maybe they might put. Maybe they just want money from everybody, because Microsoft already has all their games on Steam. Why not just put it on another platform to get some money off there as well? Their PC Game Pass leader is against what we are doing. Oh, that's interesting. Their PC Game Pass leader is against what we are doing, so they don't like what Game Pass is doing. They're effectively bidding against us for content. Okay. Phil is meeting with Gabe at Valve occasionally. So, that's interesting. It's cool to see like different strategies different companies are doing. So like they don't like that Microsoft that sentence there just tells you that Epic doesn't like what Microsoft is doing. Nintendo first party titles not started is a moonshot into himself onto itself. Yeah, that's hard to do. I don't think you'll ever get Nintendo games. Yeah. Oh shit. Right. Yeah, I don't think you'll ever get Nintendo games on PC. It's not gonna happen. Corporate history says this is a non-starter. It's funny. It's not clear if Sony's deal fell through for exclusivity as Horizon Zero Dawn appeared on Epic Game Store and Steam last year, with Days Gone arriving next week on both platforms. Epic Games has been trying to convince Microsoft to bring its first-party games to Epic Game Store, their PC Game Pass leader. Yeah, so that's interesting. Epic has also been meeting with Riot Games, Activision, and Blizzard. EA's bid to get more games on PC game content. Elsewhere in the document, it also revealed that Microsoft has apparently been requiring indie devs to agree to xCloud game stream support to publish on Xbox. Microsoft is using harsh language around the requirement, claims Epic, noting that it's a sign or be removed from Xbox. We reached out to Microsoft to comment on these claims. Other documents in the Epic v. Apple trial also detail that Microsoft was proposing to reduce the cut it takes on PC game sales in exchange for xCloud stream rights. Okay, that's a good way of getting people to use xCloud. The cut to 12% has been announced, but Microsoft has not revealed whether developers have to agree to grant streaming rights to the company. This is interesting. This is the weekly strategy meetings agenda. Rocket League free-to-play launch. This is a lot of like insider baseball stuff. So they're talking about how like their Instagrammers reached 5 million. Weekly KPI. My brother, he's an engineer. He told me about what that means. I gotta just Google it. KPI meaning. Key performance indicator. By setting KPI, the company enables a team to make smart business decisions. Sorry. Okay, so it's just like goals, pretty much. Oh shit, my camera. So Epic revealed January 2020. It has 100 million Epic Game Store users. Internal documents highlight how its monthly active users count changes when there's a free game. Oh well, duh. Most monthly active users count, excluding Fortnite, jumped to 10.2 million. And it drops to 8 million until February 2020, when it jumped back to 10.4 million. So when caused active users count to jump to 45 million before dropping down to 29 million. So what they're saying is like it's usually either Fortnite or it's the free games that come out. So yeah, if you look at this graph right here, so Subnautica free jumps down. Borderlands 3 launch, Batman free, Farming Simulator free, Watch Dogs, World War Z free, just go in the road. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. GTA 5, that was the biggest one. So how many people downloaded GTA 5 for free? This week, free games, Football Manager, 20 million entitlements, 1.5 million EGS. It's crazy. Look at GTA 5. So that's like what? How many copies? What is this? 750,000? 7,000. Okay. Doesn't seem like a lot. So the top bestseller for that period was Tony Hawk 1 plus 2 Remaster. I think that was the only place you can get Tony Hawk. That was a fun game. That was another game I bought on Epic Game Store. So I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 and I bought Tony. Actually, no, I bought Control as well on. Control as well. So those are the top selling games, which is surprising. Red Dead Redemption 2 is still one of the highest selling games. Oh yeah, they have the free weeks. This is really cool to look into. Yeah, if you guys want to check out this document, it's on. Just go to The Verge. Check out the article. There's a lot of cool information in here. Just like inside baseball, video game stuff. Just going into all their sales and stuff. I wonder if they go into Epic. I want to see how much they make on Fortnite. That would be interesting to know. Epic Game Store PC customers sent by PC players. 680 million, okay. Free 73 free games, 200 million free games claimed. Okay. It's quite a bit. 80%. I can barely read that. 80% average. Oh, yeah, let me full screen this. Sorry, I want to see a few more things on this. I don't know why this is not downloading. Yeah, it's taking a while. Thank you again for watching this video. I do the podcast live every Thursday at 5 p.m. and I usually post the video the day after or usually after the weekend, and there'll be small little clips up as well. But if you want to watch me stream, I stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 5 p.m. And also, if you want to follow my Instagram, it's Colt_Drake41, and my Twitter is the same name as well. You guys have an amazing day.